Good morning, Charlie here with Red Summit RF, and we are on our way to Elephant Mountain. With me today is
David, KG7 GTF.
All right, and
the Tech Prepper KT1RUN. Hey guys.
Cool. So we have the trio up here. We're gonna do Elephant Mountain behind me, which you can see right there, behind that cactus. And the sun's just coming up. We will get on top and probably talk a little bit about everybody's gear, what we're all using for Summits on the Air, and so we'll catch you up there.
Yeah! We have arrived.
Oh, finally, man. There it is. We made it. We made it. That's the direction we came, up that way. It's a beautiful view.
CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo Tango 1 Romeo Uniform November for Summits on the Air, calling CQ, CQ, CQ.
So you're running 2-meter sideband.
Yeah, off the Pactana truck mounts, and I have it in a horizontal configuration with the Comet BNC 24 antennas, and yeah, just a little bit of feed line coming down into the 817.
Yeah, awesome.
Cool stuff.
K7TAB here, 59, test on.
Chris, you're also 5959. I appreciate you jumping over. We had some technical difficulties on this side, so great to make a 440 contact with you on upper sideband.
Yeah, roger, roger. Thanks a lot, and you guys be careful up there.
Okay, so we have the antenna mast going up to the linked dipole, and Gaston's over there. And here's the gear I'm using today. The mountain topper, 3-bander, this is Zoom recorder, so I can record the QSOs. There's the Baumatech PT3, I think it's called, and then the 450 milliamp hour battery, and then there's paper log. So I'm gonna take a minute here as soon as Gaston's done, and we'll get going with HF. Okay, we have finished. We have activated this peak, and I did 40 meters CW, got quite a few contacts, and did some 2 meters as well. Gaston did some really special stuff.
Yeah, so I did mostly a 2 meter and 440 single sideband, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Cool, so now we're going to head down the other direction. When we were coming up this way, there was a lot of rock or fall exposure, and heading back down, we think we might fall. So we're going to take it safe and going to go the long route heading this way instead of going back that way. So when I get back to the truck or down or whatever a little bit later, we'll check in and let you know how it's going. Good morning, everybody. Well, it's a couple of days later for this activation, and I just wanted to give you guys an after action report. So you probably noticed that as we were hiking along, we started out with 3 people in our party. But as we continued on, eventually there ended up just being 2 of us. David just didn't feel like it was his day that day. And he knew his body well enough to know that it was time to call it quits at a certain point and head on back down to the truck. When you are out in the field, most of the time it's not okay to separate from a member of your party, but in this case we did a quick evaluation of the circumstances and felt like it was okay to continue on and let David go back down the trail to his truck. A couple of reasons why. 1, it wasn't really a remote area. 2, the trail was a well-traveled trail up to the point where we were at anyway. It was a couple miles back to the truck, and we would be maintaining regular contact with him with the ham radio. So we felt pretty sure it was a safe bet to let him go back down and for us to continue. After we separated from Dave, the trail became much more challenging. In fact, there were places where it wasn't really much of a trail at all. There were certain points where we felt like if we returned the same way we came, we risked falling and injuring ourselves or even worse. So we made a plan to actually go the other direction down the mountain instead of returning the way we had come. Luckily, David was willing to drive around to the other side of the mountain and pick us up. So we went ahead and got to the top, and we activated that summit. Spent just a little bit of time up there. I was on 2 meters, just a short time, and then about 20 minutes on 40 meters CW, and that was about it. And Gaston had a little bit of time on sideband, 2 meters and 440. And then we packed up and we started heading back down the other side. The hike up was 3.75 miles, I think, and an elevation gain of just under 1,700 feet. Much of that was really rough, though. Especially that last quarter mile to half mile section was really half of the elevation gain. It was challenging. The hike down was about 4 miles. I think it was actually right on the dot 4 miles now that I think about it. And it was really rough, though. Just like Gaston had said, a lot of rocks, a lot of rough terrain to go over. So it took us 4 hours, I think, 4 or 5 hours to get down, while it took us about the same to get up. So it was really a long day. Started in the dark and ended just before dark. Gaston has great orienteering skills, and he showed me a few things. The UTM system, which is really neat, and I really enjoyed learning from him. I really think that you guys will enjoy his perspective on this trip with the video that he has, which I'll put right up here, over there, I guess. And so, yeah, go and check that out because he has some good information as well in his after-action report. I want to thank Gaston for his willingness to plan this trip out and be the lead on it. He was very helpful and had a lot of great skills that I learned from him, especially the orienteering part. And then David for his willingness to drive around to the other side of the mountain and pick us up, saving us from putting ourselves in harm's way. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Come on back and check out the next one when it's uploaded. I'm Charlie, November Juliet 7 Victor with Red Summit RF, and I'll say 73 to you till the next time. Adios.